Good evening, class. This is Felicia Hodges. This is my week 3 audio visual presentation on jobs in gaming, storytelling, and transmedia. The first job that I came across that I thought was a perfect example was videographer and editor, and this one would be under storytelling. The reason why I think this is a great example of stuff that we've gone over this month is because it directly deals with storytelling. Yes, you're a videographer, and yes, you're an editor, and you wouldn't think necessarily that storytelling went hand in hand, but it really does. And the reason why is because you're taking the story that's been portrayed through video and you're editing out what is necessary and what isn't. You're making the story more consumable for the consumers, which is directly dealing with storytelling. Also, the next one that I found for storytelling was senior online content editor. You wouldn't think that your editor has a lot to do with it. In fact, you would think that they would be taking away from the stories, but not necessarily. Kind of like the videographer editor, you're the person that makes sure that the story is going to be consumed properly and the story is told the way that it should be. So that's why I think that those two are great examples of storytelling. For Transmedia, I chose digital client engagement strategist, and the reason why I think that's a perfect example of a transmedia job is because basically you're in charge of telling your clients the best direction to go and the best way to execute their transmedia stories. The second one that I believe is a great example is the account supervisor, CSR, and sustainability. You're taking the digital strategist just that one step further. You're making sure that the path that they've chosen is actually sustaining itself and it makes sense. So those two kind of go hand in hand, making sure that the transmedia story that your client has chosen is the right direction. As far as gaming, I chose software, real-time IG physics, and gaming engineer. That directly deals with gaming, obviously, in the title. Basically, you're the engineer that's creating the games. The next one that I chose was a multimedia design engineer. You're building multimedia and you're designing it. So that's exactly what you would need to be an effective gaming design. Well, that's all I have. Thank you, guys.